Hi everyone, so summertime officially begins on June 21st when the sun moves into Cancer on the summer solstice, winter if you're on the southern hemisphere. And this is a collective tarot reading for my woo homies who want more freedom and peace and love in the world. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door. And if you want to support my work or get some tarot readings in the process, you can find more information on my Patreon below. So let's take a look at what we have, what guidance the tarot has for us for Cancer season. I will be doing a 10-card Golden Dawn spread as usual. And as usual, I have 3 oracle cards to the side where you can pick which 1, 2, or 3 resonate with you. And to honor Cancer season, all 3 moon-based oracle cards are here. So our overall energy is the 8 of Coins. This is very fitting, a freedom lover's work is never done, especially not in this era. So let's just go to the 2 cards underlying this, and there's that. I forget if the 3 of Swords showed up recently or not, but there's definitely some disappointment in the fact that our work is never done, or at least it seems to never be done, and there are 2 main ways to read this Ace of Cups reversed. It's either a warning to not let bitterness start springing, and to not let bitterness spring, or that the emotional fulfillment that we are looking for to be patient, which is kind of a meme at this stage. The known factors, we have the 6 of Swords, weirdly encouraging, and the Knight of Cups reversed. So, again, in this era that we are living in, I think it's important to let me rephrase that. It's important to be receptive, to be there for people who are receptive to our message, but not necessarily be the preachers. That is kind of what it is. Or it could also be hesitation to spread our message out there. I don't know the extent to which it would be wise to take our foot on the gas to the point where we are not even capitalizing on genuine opportunities that are around us to help people cross over to the calmer shores. Even though those shores might not necessarily be calmer, they're certainly more promising than the trajectory that the collective is on thus far. And speaking of the trajectory, I am mincing my words here. So we have 2 Coins cards, the 7 reversed and the Ace of Coins. I think that this is a reminder that I think the disappointment that underlies the current energy is because when we have a seed that we're planting, it's very tempting to constantly dig it up to see if it's sprouted roots. And then, naturally we're going to be disappointed if it doesn't sprout roots, which ironically, digging it up and checking for roots will delay the process of it springing roots in the first place. So it could, that process could lead to a vicious cycle that we're being warned against with these cards here. I think that it's important to keep our chin down and keep trucking along, but to do it wisely, and to not let impatience and bitterness contaminate our efforts in the here and now to the point where we lose opportunities to help people cross over. I'm really seeing us collectively as the boatsmen and the normies as the people in the boat here. In our incoming energy or potential incoming energy, we have the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. Very interesting. This is basically a continuation of the overall theme that has permeated this entire reading. I think that the message of the Six and Four of Cups in our incoming energy is the notion of really cherishing the relationships that we do have and letting that serve as a lure to people who might not be receptive to the preaching that I warned us against a couple seconds ago, and to really let those people chill out but still have that offering hand for them while we enjoy the connections that we do have, because it's by doing that that we can let the seed that we planted in the past grow into the potential fruit that we can bear, you know. And it's funny too, because tying this into the new moon in Gemini reading that publicly, I published it yesterday for you, but there was a big invitation towards massive action, which is kind of nodded to by the Eight of Coins in our present energy, in our overall present energy, because it's a you gotta grind, you gotta perfect the craft, you know. Each pentacle on this eight is imperfect, basically. And it's through the repetition that you become better at it. But to not let the desire to get more reps in draw us into impatience, which can lead us to preaching, which will never get this guy on board. So I'm very curious to see what this last card is, the bridge between the past and the future. And it is the Knight of Swords. You cannot make this stuff up. You know, especially with the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Actually, I'll leave the Fool here. Listen, the combo of the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Coins in our present energy is really work smart, not hard, but you gotta be on the lookout and just keep throwing your hook out there. And if you have quality bait, then the fish who are ready for your bait will you know, bite and will be able to be reeled on board so we can help them cross over, basically. But again, it's it's very tricky energy. I think the Fool is a reminder for us to be lighthearted. Again, don't let the bitterness and disappointment ruin what could potentially be a good thing. I think that the thing that we have that could potentially get in our way is impatience. There's a very strong theme of being patient and capitalizing on opportunities and not throwing our hands up. And there are two main ways where impatience can manifest to throw a gear in a monkey wrench in our gears. And that is, we either throw our hands up and say, fuck it, you know, it's not worth it, and I'm not making progress. Or you can be so desperate that you're constantly trying to preach to people who will not hear what you're saying. I'll circle back to a metaphor that I used in the new moon reading. I'm assuming most of y'all saw They Live. The fight scene between Roddy Piper and his black friend who became his first convert, that is one of the longest fight scenes I've seen in any movie. And those two beat the shit out of each other, all to get his first convert to put the fucking glasses on. And that is a warning that some people just aren't open to it. And by it's a warning to avoid beating the shit out of your friend needlessly, when what you can do is have a nice party with the friends that are on board, and try to use that open-heartedly, innocently, to make your other friends realize that, hey, wearing those glasses isn't that bad, you know? So yeah, let me just take a quick assessment here. We have 3 coins, 4 cups. There's no fire in this reading at all. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I think that, again, the overall message for Cancer season is to be chill, but not so chill that we completely take our foot off the gas. It's going to be work, but through the progress that we are making, it can compound, and to just never lose sight of that. So that is it for the tarot portion. Let's move to the oracle card portion. If you chose the Moonology oracle card, your message is New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Well, this is very interesting. Be generous of your time and be open-minded and open-hearted, because it's not about getting this guy on board. It's about being there for this guy and being there for the others who have come on board since this seed was planted way back when, you know? Yeah, I don't know what I can add without looping, so I'm going to move on to the Moonology Manifestations card, which is first quarter moon in Leo. Be humble. You can't make this stuff up. Listen, wait, if the first quarter moon is in Leo, that means the sun is in Taurus. So yeah, listen. Enjoy the progress that you've made. And just be appreciative of how far you've come. And I think that that is what can avoid the potential cockiness that comes with Leo. Yeah, I think that the people who chose this card are more at risk of impatience manifesting in being needlessly preachy to people and needlessly beating the shit out of your friend so that he puts the glasses on. If you chose the Moon Oracle, your card is, what is this? Disseminating Waning Fire Moon. This is confidence. I'm going to need a second to analyze. There's a lot of info on this card. Give me a second. Part of the reason I like this deck so much is because of the all the information that are packed into these specific cards. But anyway, coming back to reading your card here, with the message of confidence that is at the bottom of this card, I think that you're being invited to realize how far you've come. I think that to counterbalance what I was saying to the be humble people here, I think for people who drew this card, the risk of impatience in the form of throwing your hands up and saying, what's it worth, is what might be bigger for you. And to just let the progress that you've made up until this point fuel your confidence to know, hey, I've come this far. It might have taken me 3 years to come this far, but at least this is proof that there is progress to be made. I think the worst of it is behind us in many ways, so just be confident in that. And one thing that I want to point out, for the people who chose both of these cards, you have the only fire in this entire fucking reading. So that is interesting to point out. So harness your passion, but depending on how is the difference in flavor between these two cards. So that's pretty much it for this reading. I gotta be honest, it feels like this entire reading was one note that I was playing over and over again ever since I turned over these 3 cards. But the theme is just so strong in this, so I hope that I managed to make this interesting and fruitful and helpful to you. So if you like this video, please give this video a like, and we have Well, we have about a week or so before the full moon in Capricorn. So you have a great Cancer season. You take care. I'll see you soon.